And I give you kudos, Tucker, for taking everyone on. I agree with you. People are not standing up for law enforcement, and it's going to be too late when they do. Because right now in this country, what's going on is that law enforcement is being paralyzed. Cops are not being given the ability to do their job. They're demoralized, they're vilified, and now in New York City, especially, $1 billion taken out of the NYPD budget. And now cops don't even know what to do. I've spoken to several of them today. And they said, you know, NYPD is just telling us now, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. And leadership is saying you can't do it. So we're saying, what do you do? So, for example, you know the Rayshard Brooks case in Atlanta, where the perp took the taser gun. And under New York law and in Atlanta, the cop can use his gun to defend himself in that situation. And now cops in New York are saying, is that still the case here in New York? Can we do it? And they're not getting clarification. So now cops cannot put their hands on anyone. How do you make an arrest? How do you effectuate any kind of arrest? What do you say to the suspect? Yeah, please, if you don't mind, would you put your hands behind your back? So this is what's going to happen. The police are going to respond to a scene. They're going to take a report. They're not going to get involved in a chase, because if they get involved in a chase, first of all, there's a target on their back to begin with. Maybe they're going to be ambushed like they were last week in, I forget what town that was in. And in the end, they're going to call the captain, or the sergeant. Sergeant's going to call a captain. Captain's going to call a lieutenant. Nobody knows what's going on. And this is a real problem. So as homicides go up, arrests are going down. That bozo de Blasio has no idea what he's talking about. In fact, when they disbanded the anti-crime unit that does the undercover work, guns, drugs, gangs, the people who are going to be hurting are the inner city, poor people, and they know it. They are petrified. So you've got de Blasio there, who is literally taking down law and order, and AOC saying defund means defund all of them. And yet these politicians, they have their own security guards. What about the rest of us? We are paying for law enforcement. We're entitled to that security. And in the end, there will be a breakdown of society. And I know from my days as a DA, if you don't have a safe community, if you don't have a place where people can walk the streets, say goodbye to business, the economy's going to go down the tubes, and nobody's going to want to move in. This is the end of New York City. And I absolutely believe, Tucker, this is intentional.